Hey everybody, it's haul video time. I've gotten quite a bit of stuff that I have accrued and gathered over the past month or two. And so I'm going to show some of it off. This is the best way to get me motivated to put some of this stuff away and find a way to organize it in my craft space. So the first thing I want to show you is this massive, very, very heavy, like, I would say this thing is a good 5 or 6 pounds. It is so heavy. It tore through a paper bag. Like a paper bag would not hold it. But it's this massive stamp album that's like metal and this super hard plastic material. But it's got this amazing vintage paper in here that has this grid on it. Oop, let me see if I can zoom in. See this grid, and it also has these like yellowed edges, which I really, really like. This thing is incredibly, let me just show you how it opens. So you like pull on this little lever down here. Let me see if I can get this to work. Yeah. Okay, so you pull on this lever down here, and then these claws open up so that you can take the pages out. So I'm working on a journal right now, a vintage journal, and I'm using some of these pages I've pulled from this binder because I just think this is just really, really cool paper. But this notebook is not a joke, man. Like, I feel like this is a notebook that you could murder somebody with this. Like, you just like take it and the helmet at their head and they would die. Okay, next thing. That thing is so heavy. I'm like sweaty from having to hold that thing. Here is a really beautiful set of hankies with a cute little floral embroidery on there and some cute edging. Here is another, well, this is a napkin or maybe even a tablecloth. I think it's a napkin. But I love that edging. And then here, oh, whoops, got swirled around there. Here's a fabulous book that I found. I have some ideas to do some things with some 80s materials. And this book is from 1984, copyright 1984. And it kind of hits two mediums that I want to do some journals around. One is on sewing, and I want to do a couple of 80s journals. So I remember there being, yes, some pretty fantastic 80s images in this book. Oh, fat. Yes. Look at her gold lame pants. These are all like shiny, tight pants. I've got my tight pants on. Oh my God. What is happening in these images? Okay, that guy is definitely a sociopath. Okay, well, we're not going to use him in any of the books. But her, yes. Wait, is that looks like Olivia Newton-John. These are great images. Oh, yes. I mean, look at those culottes. Do you guys remember these? I definitely remember these pants / skirt. These are great because it's a nice crossover between sewing. I'll get good sewing images or needlework images and some 80s images. And one of the reasons I want to get some 80s images is because I want to do some journals with the Babysitters Club's books. I don't know if you guys were in 6th grade when these books came out, but I sure was. And these were all the rage. We all had these. I was in 6th grade when these like came onto the scene hard and everyone had to get them. You were cool if you had the series and we would trade them, and even the guys in our class got in on them. Like, these were the shit. These were the twilight of my 6th grade in 1988, I think. Let's see. When was this one published? 19... yeah, this one's 1988. It's about these 4 best friends, and they formed a babysitter club, but then they also, like, solved mysteries, like, in the neighborhood. And, like, had, like, resolved their friendship problems and, like, took care of these kids and their families and stuff like that. But I really want to get a cinch, like a spiral binding machine to be able to bind a bunch of these books and make journals out of them. But how cool would it be to use those books with some of the images from these books that I've gotten on the 80s. So I've got a bunch of stuff, 80s stuff, that I got ideas around. And then if you know me, if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I am also obsessed with another teenage girl who solved mysteries. Nancy Drew. I definitely have, like, a theme in my life. I still love murder mystery. Like, I love that genre of media. So a bunch of Nancy Drew books that I found. This one, I love this story. I can store, but I read all these too. These are nostalgic for me. And I make sure to find the ones that are actually, like this one was printed in 1965. So I like the actual vintage ones. There were some that I bought. Yeah, this woman, Nancy, I got a bunch of hers all together in one. To Nancy Lynn, I hope you enjoy the pleasures of reading for many years. November 1969. Mommy and Daddy. I think I got a bunch of Nancy's books. Or, no, what was her name? Not Nancy. I thought I saw her name in several of these. The Hidden Staircase. Maybe that was a different. Anyway, a whole bunch of these. Really hoping to make just some junk journals out of these, and then also be able to spiral bind some of these once I buy a cinch. Here's a little golden book. Baby's First Christmas. And this one was published in 1959. And this is like an actual vintage one. There's some pretty sweet images in here. So I don't know if I will do, oh look, there's some pages that are missing. And then I don't know if this was a little golden book. It looks like it might have been like the rip-off version of it. A Ding Dong School. I just noticed that. So they were trying to profit off of the little golden book. Maybe, I don't know which came first. I don't know. But this thing is amazing. What is a Ding Dong School? Do you want to know? I want to know. Every morning when the school bell rings across the NBC network, millions of youngsters are gathered in front of the television sets from coast to coast to spend time with their beloved Miss Frances, schoolmistress of TV's most outstanding children's program, Ding Dong School. Okay, I need to look up everything about Ding Dong School. Oh, what? Dolls of Other Lands. Uh-oh. Is this going to get racist? It's probably going to get really racist really fast. Well, copyright. Do you guys see this? The copyright date in Roman numerals? Copyright, I don't even, I'm sure that's like 19 something. Who's good at, are we in Ding Dong School right now learning about how to read Roman numerals? Okay, I'm anxious about how racist this is gonna get. Okay, an Irish doll whose name is Katie. Okay. Good Morning Akiko. Akiko comes from Japan. Okay, this is not Okay, we're arranging the dolls. So far, so good. Green scarf overhead. I mean, I'm not well, actually, I am from Ireland, but I don't know the indigenous culture of Ireland. Greek. Okay, I don't know if this is like really problematic or if it's, educational. I don't trust anything that came out of the 50s and the 60s or in this time frame of MCMLIV. I don't trust it to not be just very, very, very racist, but the images are cute. And I've learned that there's a thing called Ding Dong School, and now I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. That is an educational rabbit hole I'm going to go down probably tonight when I'm trying to go to bed. Okay, so here I've been looking specifically for some more sewing stuff, because I want to make a series of sewing journals. So this was printed in 1964. Copyright from 1950 to 1964. Oh, the Happy Hooker. That's probably not the name of a store you could find now. Okay. Well. But there's some pretty cool vintage images in here. These will make some pretty cool pages. Wow. That is cool. I love these pages. Look at these cats. Mid-century modern cats are just so cool. Okay, so yeah, these will make some good pages, and I can probably get some interesting feature items out of these. Look at that, how cute. A little Women's Day tear out about some crocheted boots. I love finding things. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, look at that bedroom. Oh my God. But I love finding things like this that were left into people's books, because it showed that they like used this and they saw this and they went somewhere on June 23rd of 19 sometime and bought something for $1.39 and tucked it away in here. Here are a couple of books called Creative Minds. There's like, oh, did I just get two of the same one? Maybe I just got two of the same one. Oh no, I got book 2 and book 3. So this is a complete knitting, dressmaking, and needlecraft guide. And these were published in 1966. Oh no, well, 1966 is when it first was published, but then 1975. That is a cool spread there, and look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, look at these images. Okay, that's cool. These are so cool. I love all of the colors in these so much. I'm so glad so it's been so long since I bought these that I haven't looked at them in a long time. And so it feels like a new discovery. Yes. Okay, so there is a pattern to crochet. Like, you can crochet this. I know how to crochet, but I could never. I don't have the attention span or the skills, quite frankly. So this is another one of those scene books. Oh, the colors in these and the ways these are photographed. are just really, I love the depth of the colors in these. There's like a tonality. Wait, did we already see her? Oh, she's just posing 2 different ways. Okay, cool. Oh, look at these colors. So pretty. Oh my God. I'm so excited about these. I was not prepared for that page. I love these illustrations. Okay, cool. These are super cool. I'm gonna need to keep in mind that if I see more of these books, I probably want to pick them up because there's some incredible colors and imagery and all those that I really like. Next, we have Shirley Temple's storybook. This thing is dope. This book belongs to Janet Peck. This thing is beautiful. I remember briefly looking it up when I was in the thrift store because I thought it looked kind of, I don't know, it might be something that would be worth some money, and I didn't know whether I should tear it open or not and like cut into it. It was copyrighted. This is from 1958. So apparently these are fairy tale stories that in her forge, Shirley Temple writes about how she compiled these for her kids. So that's Beauty and the Beast. But it's in really nice condition, this whole book. It definitely has like old book library smell, which I kind of like. These images are, I mean, they're not necessarily like the aesthetic that I would use in some of my retro journals, but these would make, but I kind of don't want to tear into this book at all. I don't remember what I found when I Googled this to see if it was worth anything. Do you guys know if it's worth anything? I know that this would make it really cool, like fairy tale type junk journal, but I don't know if that's real. I have never made one. I don't really have a huge desire to make one. Oh no, these images are cool. I love this. Oh, is this from The Emperor's New Clothes? One of my favorites. Oh, this is like one of my favorite fairy tales is Emperor's New Clothes. And it's done in this cool animated style that I really like. Whoa, what's happening over here? What is happening in that image? No idea. What is happening in this drawing? He's like, oh my God. What are these two guys up to? And then there's just this guy watching the whole thing from over here. And then there's a cute owl. Somebody fill me in on what's happening in this. What is that story from? Oh, The Valiant Little Tailor. It says right there. Anyway, this book is really, really cool. In an excellent condition. Well, there's a little bit of a bang up here. But I picked it up because I was like, well, I'm not passing that up. I don't know what it is necessarily, but I like it. Okay, and then I found this bag. It was $3.99, but I think the orange tags were. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was $4. But it's leather strips, like leather string. And I just was so inexpensive. I think I got this for half off. So $2 for, like, this was originally $11.99. And I got all of it for $2. So I just felt like maybe eventually I'll want some leather cording for a journal for a specific look. Or who knows what I'll use it for. Couldn't pass it up. And then, like I said, I've been wanting to make a vintage, some vintage sewing journals. And so this bag of Notions was $2.99. And I like sewing Notions packaging. It always looks really cool. It always looks vintage. So even if I don't use these items, I might find a way to include it. This really stuck out to me. There always seems to be like vintage sewing Notions in, oh, quilting dressmaker tape. Like these will be cool journaling cards. I wasn't able to see all this, so actually I'm seeing it now. That one's not that fabulous. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, this one got all bent up. There's some pretty cool lace in here. Okay. What is that, a lanyard? Oh, like shoelaces. Weird. I don't know if I'm going to use that at all. But I do want to check out the packaging on here. Too bad this is all bent up. Because this is the type of stuff that I like. These like vintage packaging here. I wonder where I could use these buttons. These are so old. So some sewing Notions. This one on sale at one point was 20 cents, and then it went on sale for 10 cents. So cute. I wonder what this is. Powerful grip instant grip, powerful no mess ever. Looks like it's some sort of like adhesive, like pieces, like adhesive tape. And then this is a wedding album book that I got really cheap. Excuse me. And I thought that I could maybe take these out of the binder and use these for pages in a binder. It was really inexpensive. And I like the texture on these. I'm not sure exactly how I'll use this, but I did pick that up. Oh, another Nancy Drew book. Oh no, Hardy Boys. I didn't read the Hardy Boys when I was young. This one is from 1959. But I figured I will bind that into either just a spiral notebook, or I can make a direct journal out of it. And here's another vintage children's book I want to know about. And this one was published in 72, but it looks older. Like those images, like that is not a 1972 image. I like these because this would look great in some of my journals, my vintage journals. Like this is not an image from 1972. That's a 1940s, 50s image. Okay, what's next? I've got a ton of stuff over here. Definitely gonna have to make multiple videos because these are gonna get long. Here is a family history book. This was published in 1954. And I just figured these would be, I love the colors on these. And that these would make great pages for a journal. Look at the little graphics up here. This is like, I don't know if you can see the lined pink. I'll do these 3 magazines and then I will stop the video and start a new one. Make a second, another video entirely. I thought these were a little bit older than they were. It looks really vintage, but actually this is from the 70s. November 1976. But again, I am looking for some materials to put into some 70s journal. And I mean, if that isn't 70s, I don't know what is. Okay, the station wagon. So I picked these up. They were in a bag and I couldn't, oh, there's some cool vintage images. Man, the cars were so square. Who is this? Mac Davis? I don't know who that is. Maybe I know his music. Whoa. So these might have some really great stuff that I'll need to go in very, very thoroughly and look through. This is from 74 as well. But I think I was starting to say, and I didn't finish the thought, that, oh my gosh, these car ads, that these were like in a bag, all bundled together, and I couldn't really go through them. And I think I thought they were going to be more vintage than they were. But there might be something of value in here. This is from October 76. This was the year I was born, the month and the year I was born. Are these all Norman Rockwell images? Or these Saturday Evening Post? I guess these are Saturday Evening Post covers. I guess I don't know what the Saturday Evening Post is, but this reminds me of Norman Rockwell, doesn't it? Was he the artist? Yeah, these are definitely, yeah. Okay, Norman Rockwell classics. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Joe Namath, I remember my parents being obsessed with that guy. My parents were big football fans. Is that Christopher Cross? Oh, it's Beach Boys. Okay. I got very excited about Yacht Rock. Oh, cool. Gazelle of the Track, Wilma Rudolph. That's a really cool image. Subscribe post haste. These can make pretty cool like features in junk journals. Well, I will come back with some more videos here in a bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and show you the rest of my haul. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.